Hello everyone, and welcome to our new lesson. And today we're going to talk about present simple. And I'm going to show you how to use present simple, how to form negative and positive sentences and questions. So let's start. We normally use present simple when we're talking about regular actions. This is something that we repeat every time, every day, every week. It's something that we repeat. They are repetitive actions. We use present simple when we're talking about facts, when we're talking about things that don't change, and we describe ourselves. Let's see some examples. Let's first look at examples of regular actions. We go to school every day. Here we are talking about repetitive action. That means that every day we wake up and we go to school. He always plays tennis on Monday. What does it mean? It means that every Monday, every week, he plays tennis. So he repeats this action every week. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. Oh, so early. So it means that every morning at 7 a.m. I wake up. So again, this is the action that repeats every day. Let's look at some example of facts. The sun rises in the east. This is a fact. This something happens every day and it doesn't depend on us. So the sun rises in the east. It rains a lot in England. Yeah, well, it's really rains a lot in England. So this is a fact that happens. We can't change it. It always happens. It snows in winter. Probably it's the funniest one. It always snows in winter. Again, this is a fact that we can't change because it always snows in winter. Let's look at some example about things that don't change. For example, the bakery opens at 5 a.m. So it means that the bakery opens every morning at 5 o'clock. We can't change it. It's something that doesn't change because the bakery needs to be open at 5 o'clock in the morning so people can buy bread. She works in a hospital. As we can see, she is a nurse and she works in a hospital. That means that every morning she wakes up and she goes to the hospital to work. She works in a hospital. I live in London. Again, this is something that doesn't change. I don't change my city where I live every week or every month. Well, we can change it once in a while, but we normally live in one place. So I live in London. This is something that doesn't change. And now look at the last bit, which is describing ourselves. For example, when we're talking about someone, we can say, she plays a guitar. So we're talking about this person and we're explaining about her. She plays a guitar. They love dancing. As you can see, this couple, they are happy when they are dancing. They love dancing. In this case, we use present simple tense. I like orange juice. Obviously, this is something that happens always. I always like orange juice. It's not like one day I like it, the second day I don't like it. I always like orange juice. So this is something that we're describing ourselves using present simple. Let's move to the second part, and in this part I'm going to explain you how to form positive sentences, negative sentences, and questions. As you can see, here we have 3 columns: positive, negative, and question. So when we want to use present simple in a positive question with subjects I, you, we, and they, we only use a normal form of the verb, like here, work. I work. You work. We work. They work. But when we use subjects like he, she, it, when we're talking about somebody who is he, she, or it, we need to use a normal form of the verb plus ending s. For example, he works. He works in a hospital. She works in a hospital. It works. I've read a lot of books and it works for me because I'm learning a lot of the vocabulary. So again, let's repeat. With subject like I, you, we, and they, we use normal form. Work. I work, you work, we work, and they work. But such subjects as he, she, and it, we use works. A normal form of the verb plus s. He works, she works, and it works. Let's move on and let's talk about negative questions. If you want to say something in negative form, so in this case we need to use the auxiliary verb do plus not, or does plus not. Again, with subjects as I, you, we, and they, we say don't. Don't is the short form of the verb do plus particle not. Do not, don't. So I don't work. I don't work. You don't work. You don't work. We don't work. We don't work. And they don't work. They don't work at all. But when we use the subject he, she, and it, we need to use does not. And if you pay attention, here we use the normal form of the verb work. We don't use works. We need to say doesn't work. Doesn't is a short form of does plus not. Doesn't. He doesn't work. She doesn't work. It doesn't work. So again, I don't work. You don't work. We don't work. They don't work. He doesn't work. She doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let's move to the next bit, which is question. If we want to ask someone or ourselves, first we have to use the auxiliary verb do or its form does plus subject plus verb. So with subject as I, you, we, and they, we should say do I work? Do I work? Really? Do I work? Do you work? Do you work? Do we work? Do they work? And when we use the subject he, she, or it, when we want to ask someone about something or someone, so we say, does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Okay, so let's repeat. Do I work? Do you work? Do we work? Do they work? Does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Excellent, good. I hope it's clear for you, and now let's move on. Let's look at some examples. The first example that we go to school every day. Let's make a negative questions. Again, we use here do not, which is a short form don't, and we say we don't go to school every day. No, we don't go to school every day because we've got weekends. On the weekends we don't go to school. And then if we want to ask, do we go to school every day? So you can see we use the auxiliary verb do, then subject we, and then the phrase go to school. Do we go to school every day? So let's repeat. We go to school every day. We don't go to school every day. Do we go to school every day? Excellent, let's move on. The next example is he plays tennis on Monday. He plays tennis on Monday. Again, let's try to make the negative sentence. we need to use does plus not, and the short form of does plus not is doesn't. He doesn't play tennis on Monday. No, he doesn't play tennis on Monday because he plays on Tuesday. And if you want to ask about him, we should say, does he play tennis on Monday? Really? Does he play tennis on Monday? No, he doesn't. He plays it on Sunday. Excellent, good. Let's move on. She plays the guitar. She plays the guitar. The negative sentence will be, she doesn't play the guitar. Well, she doesn't play the guitar, probably she plays piano. Well, if we want to ask about her, does she play the guitar? Does she play the guitar? No, she doesn't play the guitar. Or yes, she plays the guitar. Okay, let's move on. I like oranges. I like oranges. Or you can say, if you don't like it, you should say, I don't like oranges. I don't like oranges. Do I like oranges? When you're not sure and you want to ask yourself, do I like oranges? It's a bit strange, but you can ask yourself, do I like oranges? Good, excellent. Now let's look at some verb spelling changes in the present simple tense. As we have already seen, when we use the subject he, she, and it, the verb has its ending s. But as usual, there are some exceptions. We'll go through some changes of verbs. As we've already seen, most verbs using in present simple, we should only add the ending s. For example, play, plays, he plays the guitar. Dance, dances, she dances. But there are some verbs when we need to add different endings. For example, if verbs are ending in s, ch, or sh, we should add the ending es. For example, watch, watches. Andrew watches TV. Andrew watches TV. Kiss, kisses. A mother kisses her child. A mother kisses her child. Reach, reaches. Reach, reaches. The rainbow reaches the mountain. The rainbow reaches the mountain. And the other ending is ies. If the verbs ending in y, the verb lose the I, and we should add ies. For example, try, tries. Amy tries to play piano. We can't say try with trys, or cry, cries. A baby cries. Oh, a baby cries a lot. In these parts with mini dialogues, we are going to practice how we can answer the questions in present simple. Let's start. For example, if somebody asks you, do you play tennis? You can say, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Or if you don't play tennis, you should say, no, I don't. No, I don't. As you can see here, we don't answer, yes, I play, or no, I don't play. No, we should say only, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Let's move on. Do you need help? Yes, I do. Or do you need help? Oh, no, I don't, thank you. So if you need help, you say, yes, I do. If you don't need any help, you just answer, no, I don't, thank you. The next question is, does he live in London? So we're already asking about him. That's why we ask, does he live in London? Again, we can say, yes, he does. Or we can say, no, he doesn't. He doesn't live in London. Again, we don't say, yes, he lives. No, he doesn't live. We should only say, yes, he does. Or no, he doesn't. Or you can add, no, he doesn't live in London anymore. Let's move on. And the question number 4, does it rain? As you can see, here we are talking about the weather. If it rains outside, so does it rain? Does it rain in London? And we can say, yes, it does, if it rains. And if it doesn't rain, so we say, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So, does it rain? Yes, it does. Or, no, it doesn't. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you want to keep on learning and having fun with us, just put in the comments if you liked the video or if you didn't like the video. write down in the comments what topic you want us to talk about the next time. Okay, so it's English for fun, and see you next time. Bye bye for now.